morning. I hope you're having a lovely day today. It's Melissa here with Build a Better Bakery. And if you are interested in finding more joy, less overwhelm while starting and growing your very own baking business, then we should hang out. Let me double check that we are live in our group. Okay, perfect. We're live, we're ready to go. It looks like I can grab comments for the live session. So if you're here with me live, comment here and I will answer any questions and discuss with you our topic for the day. Go ahead and throw up your hashtag replay if you are viewing this on the replay. Now, the theme for February this year is attract good vibes. Today's session is all about turning your regular sale and item posts usually on social media or even via email or however you're connecting with your clients, turning them into something joyful that brings a smile to the faces who are viewing. Because what we want is we want to share information about our businesses, but we also want people to enjoy looking at our content and finding joy in the moments that they spend with us online. Even if we're talking about sales, we want them to enjoy being around us. And the great thing is you don't have to add much if you're already posting. There's a few tweaks that you could do to each post to help get those joyful smiles or that attention from clients. And really just very slightly shifting the intent of the post can be all you need to create this joy and create more impact when you are using social media or email or really any written form of communication with your clients. Hey, Lori, good morning. Hey, Tamara, good to see you. Now, what's nice about this is, yes, we want to spread joy. We want people to be happy. We want people to be excited about seeing our content, but usually that also rolls into more sales for your business because you're getting that type of engagement. And if it's moving your clients, bringing smiles to faces, getting them more interested in what you're doing, it's just more attention for your brand overall. And we do have to face the fact that simply posting about a sale or an item or sharing a picture of something we made is a good option over posting nothing because we want to stay visible on at least one platform. I really suggest just focusing on one. Me personally, it's hard for me to want to be on a bunch of different platforms because I don't love being on social media that much, but I know that I need to be visible on at least one. So pick one that works for you. And so we need to stay visible, but what's happening is if you're only posting about maybe a sale or an item, you are missing out on an extra oomph that could be placed into your post that can take it to a whole nother level and get more eyeballs on what you're doing. So we want to talk about 3 today that hopefully you can pick or choose one that seems the most direct to get started with, something that seems like it could be an easier in for you. And then hopefully you'll give all 3 a try at some point to see how it goes for you. Okay, go ahead and throw up your hashtag live if you haven't already. I see that we've got some lives, so thank you for being here. I like to hang out here every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for our hashtag Thursday Fave session right here in the Baking Business School group. I also sometimes share these videos via YouTube and replay through email. So you can check the events here for the live sessions. You can watch replays here in the group. You can also use YouTube if you don't want to be on Facebook to view, or you can watch replays via both of those platforms on the email list. So that's why being on the email list, which is kind of like an update situation where I send information about what's going on, things that you can get involved with, little tidbits of information. It's a free thing to join. You can leave whenever you want. It's a good thing to be able to get those replay links. So if you need the link to sign up for that, it's on the website at buildabetterbakerynow.com. You'll see it up there as a way to sign up. You also get a little baking business online course as a thank you for signing up. It gets you started with some specifics for building and starting your business that you might need right away. Anyway, it's there for you if you need it. Okay, so let's jump right in. Okay, and again, if you have comments or questions, throw them down here so I can see them and we can discuss. All right, the first one, I think this is probably my second favorite. I like to call it the play date. So this tactic is simple or intricate. Honestly, you can make it whichever is the most natural for you. It's when you invite your audience to play with you in some way. So You might think that this type is best for you, this type is best for you. You might have seen some posts that you really liked engaging with. Take notes about those posts. What's the content you pay attention to? What's the content you play? And that could look like a poll for input. I love this one because people love to give their opinions. They love to be a part of a community. So I created a Facebook group and I do polls in that group for my business. So those people that are in the tight-knit group can kind of help me plan things out. They get more of what they want. I understand more about my customers' needs. It works both ways. So it can look something like that. It could look like a giveaway, right? It could look like solving a riddle. It could look like sharing a this or that, getting their input on which type they would like. Maybe something like Baker's Bingo, which we play in here sometimes, is super fun. Maybe do they like vanilla or chocolate? Just different inputs or games that they can play with you. I suggest keeping it short and sweet. So they can be quite intricate, but sometimes people get overwhelmed with having to do too much on the post. So I think keeping it short to start with would be best. Just to make sure people actually engage. So if you're going to do a poll and it's your first few polls, maybe just 3 options or so, hey, what do you guys want me to bake this weekend? 1, 2, 3. And then people will comment or check off options. Or if it's a game, something they can enter or play on just one screen, they don't have to type a lot or they don't have to, click a bunch of buttons, answering with 1 sentence or less, a word, just keeping it very quick so people do engage fully. And maybe if it's a giveaway, I see this happen a lot, which it's not a terrible idea, but often I see people do a giveaway and they say you have to like me on Facebook, you have to follow me on Instagram, you have to join my email list, and then you have to comment here. That's 4 different things, and people will likely get distracted while they're doing all that. So if you're going to do a giveaway, maybe just have them do one thing, like, hey, join my email list, or hey, show that you're a part of my VIP group. Or, follow me on Instagram, take a screenshot. Have them do just one thing. I think that's usually more successful. All right, so that's the play date. Number 2 is the giggle. I would say this is probably my favorite just because when I get on the internet, I just want to giggle. I just want to laugh. I don't want to be overwhelmed. I don't want to be sad. I don't want any of that. I kind of want to see funny things on the internet. I know that sounds maybe silly, but that's kind of what I look for, what I engage with. So this tactic can seem intimidating, I will say at first, if you don't feel naturally funny, if you don't feel like you can just get on the internet and be hilarious. So a way to get started slowly is to start documenting what makes you laugh. So as you're scrolling, if you have a giggle yourself, if you pin a post, if you save something, if you share it with a friend, keep in mind, what is that about? Is it about funny animals? Is it about jokes? Is it about memes? Is it about things that you think are ironic? Whatever it is, just keep a mental note. And it could be something baking related or not. It could be a blooper that you had in your own business, which people love to hear about those, or really any kind of short story that you tell some friends that might get a laugh or that you think is funny. Try to log some of that. And even if, let's say, likely if something is going to make you laugh, it's going to make some of your best clients laugh too, right? It's just we all kind of flock together. But if you don't share the same type of humor with your clients, which is very common, we're not like our clients all the time. Even if they maybe aren't going to giggle, what they're doing is they're getting to know you and they're getting to appreciate you for your unique self and through the humor that you're sharing with them. Hopefully it's professional, okay? Try to keep it professional if it's connected to your business. But what you're doing is you're creating that relationship with them. So it feeds into being more authentic online and creating a stronger bond with your audience, which a lot of people are craving that right now. We spend a lot of time and money dealing with corporations who don't care about us, who don't know who we are. We're just numbers and dollars to them. So people do enjoy having authentic relationships with those they support via money and service. There's much more on this inside the Elite Mentorship program that we have. Because there is a full social media coach in there, Autumn, and she's amazing at the giggle strategy. That's really kind of, I think, her bread and butter. So let me know if you want to join us inside of that program so you can brush up on professional social media 101, everything you need to know to get started on Facebook, and there's some Instagram information as well, audience growth, connection, posting ideas, reusing content. I mean, just basically years and years of ideas for you to pick and choose from so that you can really get the ball rolling on your social media. All right, number 3, so we have the play date, the giggle, and number 3 is the surprise. This is likely the easiest to get started with. So if you're listening to this right now and you're thinking, I really need to do something with my posts because I feel like they're kind of boring, or I feel like people aren't really engaging, this is the one that I would start with because it is so simple. People love a good surprise. They might say they don't like surprises, but it doesn't mean they're not going to engage. Okay. So it's likely the simplest strategy. And you can literally do this today. You can literally make a post right now using the surprise. And this is where you're withholding a bit of information. That's really the basis of what you're doing. And it's literally the way that every good book, joke, movie, etc. has been made, right? You have to wait for the twist or the punchline. That's the point of it. And that's kind of the basis. If you want to kind of condense what the surprise is, that's basically what we're doing. So if you have something coming up, hold your horses. Instead of just blurting out what's going to happen, drop a hint. Maybe it's a picture. Maybe it's a couple words. Maybe it's a guessing game about what the surprise is going to be, right? I did this yesterday. I have 2 classes coming up and we're moving soon. So the big surprise is that there's 2 more chances to have some classes with me. But instead of just coming out with the dates and what we're doing, I'm actually mixing in all of these, if you can believe it. Yesterday, I said, there's going to be a surprise. I'm going to announce it here in the VIP group. And I've got like 25, 30 reactions. People are hearting it, liking it, whatever. They're not asking me what it is. They're just engaging. They're just showing me that they like that it's a surprise. Okay, that's all there is to it. And then this morning, I posted, okay, great. Here's the surprise. There's going to be 2 classes. Here's all the details. Here are the options for the classes. You're the VIP group, so what do you want to do? And I'm using that with the input, with the play date. They're going to go through and they're going to check which ones they think are most interesting. And then later on, I might post some funny memes about taking the classes with me to bring in the giggle. So you can work this around just one simple offer and just, kind of weave them in as you're posting about the offer. Now, one trick to this is I suggest giving yourself some breathing room between the surprise and the actual post. So what you don't want to do is say, hey, I've got a surprise, and then 1 hour later post what it is, because people don't check their phone. You got to give people some time to be surprised. So this keeps people interested in learning what the surprise is. So they're going to be checking their phone, waiting for you to post, and it helps them to stay engaged over the period while they're waiting. So let's say you had a sale going on, but you also have a surprise. You could post that there's going to be a surprise, and then you could post about the sale. People will see it because they've engaged with the surprise post. They'll also see the sale post. And then later you can post about what the surprise was. So you can kind of dribble in information in between the surprise post and the actual post if you want more eyeballs on it. So that's a way to kind of think a couple steps forward when you're using this strategy. So really, I suggest at least 1 day between the surprise announcement and the actual post, just to give people a chance to actually see that there's a surprise and be excited about it. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Allie. Good to see you. Yeah, good morning. Or afternoon or evening. What's cool about this is there's people all over the world. So it's like, I never really know what time it is for you, but for me, it's the morning usually when we do these. All right, so let's recap. The play date, invite people to play with you. That's the point of the post. Play with me. It could be related to a sale. It could be related to trying to get income rolling in for XYZ. It could just be for fun. It could be customer retention. It could be customer appreciation. It could just be because you want to, right? You just want to play. You don't necessarily have to sell all the time. You can just play around with people. 1 is the play date. 2 was the giggle. Anytime, all the time, people want to laugh on the internet. That is what they like. They want to laugh really anywhere. So if you can make things funny, tell a funny story that happened to you, share a funny image that you found, a funny meme, whatever it is, a joke, do it. People love that. And then 3, the surprise. Easy to do. Just hold your horses when you have information. Make a surprise post. Wait a while, about a day or more. Tell them the information. That's all it is. We're just separating. We're giving people time to soak it in. All right. Time to be excited. All right. Those are the 3. So to recap, if you want to add more pizzazz to the posting you're already doing, or think more deeply about how you're engaging with the people that are watching you, if you want to bring them closer to you, if you want to bring them smiles, if you want to bring them more excitement, these are 3 ways that you can go about it. And likely it will turn into more sales and more engagement for your business and your brand because people are enjoying themselves. Now, if your graphics are kind of blah, or you generally don't use graphics when you post, I highly suggest Canva. I'm bringing this up because I'm even though Canva has been around for a while, I find that there's still people who've never heard of it, and it's such an important resource. I've been using it for years. I use it literally every day, from making labels to making flyers to making my graphics to making my website stuff, just everything. So if you haven't heard of Canva, definitely look into that platform, and you can use it to make simple, quick, good-looking graphics to go with your posts. You want people to stop scrolling. So we're going to be cute and fun and make smiles, but we need them to actually stop and read something or look at something. That's the way you can do it. You can sign up for a free Canva account or a pro Canva account. The pro account is really fairly inexpensive when it comes to business software. And it has a ton of really interesting tools inside of it, like a background remover, which is super useful for product images. There are, on the Pro, there's lots of photos to pick from. There's lots of borders and type and graphics and all kinds of stuff. So you can do the free, but if you ever want to do Pro, I want you to come to me for a referral code, because sometimes they have deals and it could even affect like your annual payment, right? All the way through the end of the year. But I don't ever know when they're going to announce it. All I know is that the referral code will get you that no matter what it is. So let me know that you want to go pro before you do it, so that if there is something going on, you get it right away. Okay. Or you can just, I can give it to you now and you can keep it in a note or something for later, because I don't want you to miss out on those. But I never really know when they're going to post that the code is, you know, that they have something going on. So just letting you know that there are codes out there to help you with that. Now, if you'd like to chat more about your business or your business ideas or whatever's going on with you, catch me on my scheduling page. I have a free 20-minute mentorship session open and available for everyone here in the group. So if you haven't used your 20-minute session yet, I want you to sign up for that so we can chat about whatever it is you've got going on. Just kind of like a coffee date. What do you have going on? What are some ideas that you could use? You know, maybe you're kind of stuck with something. Let's just chat about it, see if we can get you unstuck. Or if you know that you've got, hey, I need to work on this, you can sign up for a full session hour where we get down to the nitty gritty. You get an action plan sent over with a bunch of links and information to keep you focused as you're working on that topic, whatever we're talking about. It's super helpful for you if you need some clarity. I'd love to help you with that. Okay, so thanks so much for hanging out. That's what we have today. We're going to do the play date, we're going to do the giggle, and we're going to do the surprise to pump up our posting. Let me know if you have any questions as you start using these. Okay, what we got? Oh, Allie says it's my birthday today, so I'm going to do a play date and surprise where I'll be doing a giveaway in honor of my birthday. Oh, yay, that sounds really fun. You can, hey, if you feel comfortable, you should share in the group and let everyone know how you use those two, because I think I can share later too. I think it's good to see it in use, like, oh, okay, how did she use the surprise? How did she use the play date? And then people can help figure out how they could do it too. So that would be great if you could. Yeah, I love Canva too. Seriously, literally, it's always open on my tabs, like always. I just use it all the time. Hey, Debbie, good to see you. Hey, Faith. Okay, that's it for me today. If you need mentorship, resources, pricing help, picking a name for your business, planning your business plans, order forms, I've got a ton of stuff. It's all on the website, but I'm happy to point you in directions. Just send me a DM and we can chat about the easiest way to get you to where you need to be, because I'm here for you. That's what I like to do to help out our community. Okay, so I'm off to package candy and fill out some cookies and then maybe do some laundry. So that's a fun day for me. All right, everyone, I'll see you later. Have a great day.